Let's take a look at Revell's Hawker Hurricane, coming up next on What's in the Box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in this box?
What's in the box?
Welcome back to all my great subscribers. Here we go on another Monster Hobbies What's in the Box unboxing video. And if you're new to this channel and are checking this out for the first time, don't forget to like and subscribe to us right down here so that you can catch the latest What's in the Box videos. And I cover many other things apart from just model aircraft. We do model cars, Warhammer figures, slot car racing, and everything else. So it's really worth it for you to subscribe if you like all things hobby. Now, without further ado, we are going to check out the Revell 1/72nd scale Hawker Hurricane Mark II-C. Now, I'm going to review this a little bit differently this time around because normally whenever any other YouTuber discusses the Hawker Hurricane Mark II-C, they always do it from a British perspective because this plane did fight in the Battle of Britain, which saved Britain during World War II. However, this time around, my nationality is from Romania. That's where my ancestors came from. And did you know that Romania also had an order for some Hawker Hurricanes? And if you know how many they actually received, please write it in the comments down below. And if you actually want to see the footage of when King Michael went to the RAF to view some of their airplanes, please check it out in this little link above. And now let's go down and open up the lid and see what's in the box. And now we take to the skies once again to review our model of Revell's Hawker Hurricane Mark II-C. And our little adventure begins with the instruction sheet right here. And this is quite a nice instruction sheet by Revell and gives you a good detailed history of the Hawker Hurricane in German as well as in English over here. And you guys will have to buy the model to read that on your own. Let's just zoom the camera out a little more. Ooh, what do we have here? Some parts. Okay, let's just take those off camera for a sec and continue. Alright, so we have our instructions and they fold over from the top. They give you the usual paint and glue, how things work, and a bunch of tips up here on your parts, how to cut them off the tree and how to hold them and paint them, which is always good. And of course some safety advice. And then we have our exploded paint chart here with very, very many languages. And of course, when you see these little flags in the instructions, like right here, you will know what color to paint them. So what I like to do with these things is find out what the color the flag is and then write the actual color on the instruction sheets. And of course, this gives you on the next page here an exploded view of each of the parts trees. Like for example, this one is shown here. And that's always a good help when you need to know which parts they're talking about. Then, of course, we have our first and second steps, third and fourth. And what's unique here is that the wings are actually, the center of the wing is actually separate from the bottom wings, which you'll find in most kits, it's the bottom wing is always one piece. Then we have a few of these other details here of how things glue together. And our armaments and propellers going on there. And it even tells you how to thread the antenna here, from the antenna to the top of the tail rudder. And then they give you some paint schemes that coincide with our Decals sheet in the box. And again, these are from the Battle of Britain. And like I said, I'm looking at this from a Romanian perspective because I want to build myself a little Romanian Air Force, including all the planes that they had. And then here we got 2 blank pages, so you could always write some notes in there if you like. And that's our view of the instructions. Hey gang, how are you liking this video so far? Well, if you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more, please remember to subscribe down below. And now, let's go back to the review. Next off, we'll be looking at the nice Decals sheet that you get in here. And as you can see, there are a bunch of roundels and the little British flag for the tail rudder. And in the war here, they had some of these markings without the white centers, just so that it was a little harder to see at night. And speaking of the red dot, those red dots go into the center of these roundels. These ones would be on the side of the plane. And then, of course, we have our instrument panels and that sort of thing. Now, if you're going to convert this into the Romanian plane, these roundels will have to be replaced with the King Michael's Cross, which is not in this actual Decals sheet, so you will have to find some on the internet. Now we're going to look at the fuselage of the plane, and this is molded in two halves, which will have to go together. And one question that I always have is, how do you, as a modeler, put the two halves of the plane together with the full cockpit and interior inside, and then paint the outside, taking care of all your seam lines, paint the outside without getting the exterior paint onto the interior? So if you can answer that question, please write it below in the comments and let me know. And like I said before, this plane is sort of unique as it has the bottom wheel assemblies glue underneath the bottom of the plane, and then the wings glue on the outside out here and here. Most of the times this will have the wings molded on it as one solid piece across. And now we'll look at our little propeller here. This is the three-bladed multi-pitch propeller from the actual plane. There we have some little interesting components. I think they're supposed to be side air vents for somewhere. Our cockpit detail there, quite nice. Nice little seat belts on the seat and a headrest there. And as we flip this over, we've got these scoops that go underneath the engines, under the wing. There would be a scoop. And again, those little louver vents. Be interesting to know where they go. Have to look at that instruction sheet a little carefully. Now we got our wings. There's our tail rudders, our ailerons, and then we've got our top and bottom of the wings there, and the nice detail on the wheels. And there's our wheel covers that would fold up into the bottom part of that wing, just to cover over our wheels here. So there, that's how it would be if it folded up. Hey everybody, it's Trevor Slescu just stepping in again for a real quick minute just to let you know that Monster Hobbies has a Patreon account. And if you like these kind of videos and want to support our work, you can always check us out there, and I'm going to leave the link for the Patreon down below. Anyway, back to our video. And now we're going to look at some of the armaments that were on this plane. So there are the wing-mounted machine guns and some covers. Yes, that would be a nice piece there. Then we have our bombs and bomb racks. There we go. I'll try to get this into some focus here. There. Yeah, nice attachment points. Of course, these would be on the wings, and the bombs would go into those holes there with those pins there. And then we get into the fuel tanks. Quite a nice detail again. And finally, our cockpit detail, which is true to the original Hawker Hurricane. See a nice clear without any scratches, which is always good. And that is the conclusion of our review of the Revell Hawker Hurricane Mark II-C. Well, we down here at Monster Hobbies really hoped you enjoyed that 1/72nd scale review of Revell's Hawker Hurricane Mark IIc. And one thing I forgot to mention is this is a skill level 3 kit, which has more demanding models with up to 100 parts. Revell Germany has a different way of scoring their skill levels than North American companies do. They go up to skill 5. So this is a intermediate type of kit for the intermediate type of builder. And now, if you like these videos, I'll remind you one more time to please like and subscribe to us. And don't forget that Monster Hobbies also has a Patreon account, which you should check out. It's really cool for being a member. And membership starts at just something as low as $1, actually. You can get exclusive videos, you can get your name in the credits, you can also get merchandise like Monster Hobbies t-shirts and stickers depending on the tier that you want to subscribe to, and those are special only for Monster Hobbies Patreon customers. So come on down, check it out, and join up. And just as an added bonus, you guys can check out these 4 amazing aircraft videos, and please, in the comments below, let me know which one is your favorite. And until next time, happy model building!